I ain't gonna lie. This is a little something different than what I'm used to. But I got tired of sitting in the house, and I feel like if I'm gonna even get closer to getting people to God or taking my walk serious enough, like just telling people about it or coming up short of trying to get people to grow a relationship or start a relationship with him, I gotta get out of my comfort zone. And even though it's my season of isolation. This season been going on. It's been about a year, but I mean, I know at the end of the day, um, if he could separate me from people, no matter how close we are, no matter the differences, like it's all for a reason. So it's like I don't really try to too much trip on it. And sometimes it'll get to me like, dang, um, I fell out with a few friends, like, but if I really sit there and think about it, all the times that we had, there's been good and bad. But it's like I don't hold anything against anybody, and I just try to pray as much as I can. Because at the end of the day, I did all I could. Um, their faith may not be as strong as mine, or they may not see things the same way I do, or their relationship may not be as strong, and that's okay. Everybody goes through different things. Everybody sees life differently, and if two things come together and they don't mesh well, then it's better for one person to move on or be removed from the picture than to continue to go back and forth. So it's just like when God tells me to do certain things, when He tells me to remove myself from certain situations, whether it be people, um, whether it be a situation that I put myself in, like somewhere out in public that I'm not supposed to be, or if I stay there too long, something will happen. I just try to take those as the moments that He's watching out for me the most, and just being there for me, and just trying to keep me as far away from harm and keeping me as close to Him as possible. Because He's not gonna just allow us to be in a situation where we're just bound to get hurt unless it's to test our belief in Him. And Violet, relax. But he just sometimes he just wants to see how much we believe in Him, because we'll be given so much and then we'll get so caught up in what we have, we end up forgetting about Him. And I've had a few moments where it's been like that, where um, I hit a few parlays, or YouTube, not YouTube, but the views was popping on TikTok, or I was just feeling real good every day, no issues, and then it just got to the point where it was like I realized that I wasn't taking the same steps that I was taking before all of that happened. Like the prayers got quicker, um, and not as thoughtful. The reading shortened to like one verse rather than reading. And say usually if I do read one verse, I'll try to. It'll usually be in the morning, before I go to work, because as soon as I get up, I gotta go straight to work. So it's just I'll read a verse, and then I try to apply that verse to my day. And so, it really helps. I feel like if you read a verse and then you try to apply it to your day and try to rethink about it every time you're in a situation that may seem like, okay, maybe I can use a verse here, or maybe somewhere down the line this will connect. It's it becomes somewhat like a subconscious second nature to us, and then it becomes easier to live for them. So I think today I'm probably gonna do Proverbs, and obviously I don't know how often I'm gonna do these, because I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone. And being in the house, I was all tired and didn't feel like doing anything, and I hate days like those. And just being outside, and obviously she over there crying, but um, just being outside, even if it's with friends or whether it's with a group or not, I just like being outside is something that I can always enjoy and thank God for, because being outside is fun, and nature is like, I don't think it's a lot of moments where people just sit down and just look at everything, like how vibrant the colors are, how bright the sun makes everything look. Like the sun just, it enhances the looks of everything around us, whether it may look dusty or broken down, or if it looks lavish or luxurious. Like I could probably sit down and sit outside for as long as I need to without getting bored. Cause you gotta think about it. Like he took his time and did all this. He took his time and made everything. And to consider how intricate our bodies are and how everything works, bro, I can't give him nothing but props. Cause there's a lot of things I'll be learning about how the body works, and it's just like, how do you come up with this, bro? What made you think this is how this is supposed to work? And then it did, and it do, and it's crazy to think about. But I have read Proverbs, but I'm trying to reread it, trying to get back on track, because I kind of fell off a little bit. But there's a lot of things that I want to get into, but I feel like the main thing is just how to get closer. Not even how, but like trying to maintain that relationship. And if you can't maintain it, it's not gonna be easy at first, obviously, because like it's something, it's new. Like you're not gonna be able to grasp everything off the rip, off the wake up. But where is it at? Here it is. So I'm gonna start where I left off in Matthew, on my solo reading. But it says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves, or ravening. Sorry. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of thy Father is in heaven. The will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me into that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and which floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes." And though I think out of Matthew, those are probably my two favorite verses, and my thing just fell off. But hold on. I feel like out of Matthew, those are my two favorite verses, because the first one, it just tries to tell you, like, there's a lot of pastors out there, especially like the famous ones. I know there was one guy that got with the dreads. I don't remember his name, but I saw one of his videos, and he was talking about how, there's people out there that do. He said something about stripping, and he was talking about strippers, and he said, "My stripper died on a pole, butt naked." And I'm like, what kind of analogy is that to connect it to God? I get the message, but you could have said that. You could have said that differently. And then he has some ceremonies where some services where he has people up there twerking, and I'm like, huh? I think it was, and then I think there was one who was playing Megan Thee Stallion in church. Bro, it's just I don't get it. And then I think there was some people saying that what's his name? Kirk Franklin was had some demons in him, and he was disrespecting God in the church. And I think it was because he was saying something about some secular artist, and then TD Jakes, I think they said he was messing with kids or something, bro. It's a lot of people, it's not just pastors that do it, but like there's a lot of people who are the people on TikTok. You know, I understand where they coming from, like with the whole like stop in the name of Jesus, or if you scroll past this video, you going to hell. Now that is crazy. Like God, that's not something that God ever tells us to do. Don't ever tell somebody that if they don't do this, they're gonna go to hell, or if they don't believe, like not believe, if they don't if you don't believe in God, then I mean that's where you're going to hell. But if you skip past this video, you're going to hell. What? You telling me if I don't post this video, God gonna be like, oh, he ain't posted. He don't love me. Oh, yep. Straight into the pit. What? No. What? No. God not just finna see us scroll past the video. I ain't gonna lie, it be sometimes I scroll past the video, I be like, he might get me for this one. But then I think about it, it's like, social media wasn't around back then. We made that. And it's sometimes it's here to break us apart in two. You know, like there's some sides there's two sides to this Christian coin. There's some people that try to take a verse, take it out of context, and then throw it into the situation and try to make it seem like what they saying is correct. No, because they leave out the key. Most of the time they leave out the key component and the main message behind that verse. And it's all just to say, like, if you see somebody or know people who believe in God or say they believe in God, watch their steps. Watch how they work, how they move in life. Because there's a lot of people that say they believe in God, but they pray, but they don't read their Bible. And I get the people who read, the daily verse on their Bible app, but that's a small step. But if you aren't trying to move out of your sinless ways and start to begin to hate sin as much as God hates it, but all you do is pray or read your daily verse, if you're reading that daily verse and you're not taking anything out of it and you're reading it just to say that you did it for the day, God isn't hearing your prayers, because he tells us that if we're praying and he sees us continuing to do all the evil works, he's not going to listen to us until we change our ways and fully commit to him. That's why there's a lot of people that pray or say, oh, I pray, so I'm good. No, you don't go to church, And there's some people understand if you don't go to church, because I don't go to church. Because there's some people that go to church and then they try to judge the people that come in, or they try to tell people because they're not acting this way, that God isn't going to accept them. It's not about what people tell you. Some people are right, some people are wrong. That's why they're called wolves in sheep's clothing. But it's people that don't even open the Bible. They don't go on a Bible app and read through verses. Like, you can have the Bible app if you don't have your own Bible or don't have the money to. You can have the Bible app and read through the chapters. All the chapters are on there. But if you're just reading the daily verse and you say, oh yeah, I read the daily verse, me and God, I know God, like, no. I've seen this a couple times, and it's no God and no, it says no God, no hell. No God, no life. Because if you have no God, then you'll have hell. But if you know God, you'll have life. And if God doesn't know you, then you kind of set yourself up for that one at that point. Because if he doesn't know us, but we know him, there's not really much of a relationship there, is there? You can know about somebody, but if that person don't know you, they don't hear from you, you don't talk to them, you don't try to be as best for them as you can, you know them, but they don't know you. You get what I'm saying? And then for the foundation, building your foundation, it's everything down here should start with God. Like the core. It's the core. Let's put us into the perspective of Earth. Earth has a core. Without that core, Earth can't function. We all wouldn't be here. God should be our core. He should be our drive to wake up every day. He should be our drive to do everything that we do. He should be the reason why we act kind towards people. But we should also be able to do it for the sake of that's who we are and that's who he's called us to be. Or because, you're just a good person. Like, you shouldn't all of a sudden, because you talk to God, think you have to act nice 24/7. It's some people out here that you just gotta be like, bad. And there's some people, there's some people that just like me. I'm a nice person, but it's some of y'all that I'm pissing you off a little bit, just a little bit, and that's why bro, when people be trying to ask me, like at work, I had somebody ask me, "Well, why you always looking sad?" You just answered your own question. Cause like you. Why? Bro, leave me alone, bro. I'm cooling. I'm straight. Just because I would say too much don't mean I'm not happy. I'm cooling. Let me relax, bro. I shouldn't have to be, oh yeah, man, work. I shouldn't have to be like that 24/7 just to get people to talk to me or just to get people to think that I'm happy. No, bro. If you automatically assuming that somebody's sad just cause how they look, man, you need to fix that. All that judging. Leave them alone. Worry about yourself. All right. God didn't judge you when you went back to that certain ex. He ain't judge you when you kept on watching that porn. He ain't judge you when you clearly saw that homeless man on the corner and you know you had $1 or some few cents in your pocket and you refused to walk past him. I mean, you refused to give him something. Just walk past like he wasn't nothing. All right. Let's judge ourselves first before we start judging others. And if our foundation isn't built on God, if our foundation isn't built on the sole fact that we believe that He died for our sins on the cross, and the man fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. I can't even fast for 40 hours. I don't know how he did 40 days and 40 nights. He built different, and he built different. But we just need to be able to have our foundation built solely on God. Have our foundation built solely so that we can be blessed, man. That's why that life is easier. Because life is terrible without him. It's straight pain. Just, oh, my heart. It was racing with pain. We got to go through life thinking, all right, how can I be better? How can I get towards being the man of God that he wants me to be, the woman of God that he wants me to be? Because there's no way, and I refuse to believe this, and I feel like I never will. I refuse to believe that there's people out here that genuinely don't want to find love. I refuse, because you get that feeling when you with your family. That feeling feels great. You get with the bros or you get with the girls, the feeling of happiness, y'all laughing and stuff. That feels great, bro. That's love. Y'all may argue, go back and forth, bicker, talk crap. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, some people they be taking, like, some people they hide their jokes, and I mean they hide their true feelings in their jokes. So you gotta watch out who you hang with. But bro, that's love. You telling me you wouldn't want to find that? And it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. 2025. All right, I don't know. I might be cooked, but you feel me? If that's why I'm called, if I'm meant to be single, then cool, bro. Hey, I ain't tripping. But bro, love is the most beautiful thing, bro. Like, aside from nature, I ain't gonna lie, ain't nothing beat nature. I love love, but nature hit different. Do your homework on the Everglades. It hit different. But man, I refuse to believe there's people out here that just think loyalty don't exist. I refuse to believe that there's people that think that just because one person did them wrong, everybody else go act the same. What? What kind of RNG based, man? You live in an RNG based game, randomized. You really think everybody that did, you think just one person did you wrong? Everybody gonna be the same. That's like saying because you messed up one time trying to reach your goals, you gonna continue to mess up and never get to it. Me, I'm living by this. I'm getting to my dreams. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how people look at me. I don't care how many times I gotta leave certain people just to do better in my life to get towards my dreams, and they think they think that I'm different or they think that I changed. No, bro, I'm trying to get towards my goals. I don't want to sit down in the house all day and just I don't want to waste my life, bro. I already lost a year. And that just showed me how valuable time is. I can't, bro. No, I refuse to continue to wake up every day and the sole thing on my mind is, oh, I can't wait to go to this party. Or I can't wait to crack this female. Or I can't wait to go to their house. Or I can't wait till I can buy this thing on the game. Or I can't wait till I get home and buy it. Like, no, bruh. I want to be like, oh, I can't wait to go buy that track. I can't wait to go buy that Camaro. I can't wait to go buy this house. Like, I can't wait to go buy these clothes. Like, bruh, I want to have the mentality that I could go out and buy something without even having to look at my bank account. That's why I try to go through every day as hard as I can. Whether that be killing my body by working out, because we're supposed to kill the flesh. So working out, and our body's a temple. Sitting on the game all day is not going to help us. And that's disrespecting God. He gave us a body for a reason. And for us to just sit down and waste it all day on the game or just inside watching TV, no, I'm not doing that. So, I ain't lie, I enjoyed this little talk. You feel me? I hope people got something out of it. Watch out for people who claim to be Christians, or people that claim to be your friends, or people that claim to be assets to you. Because some people could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. And we sheep, man. Them wolves get dangerous. But I know somebody named Emmanuel who keep that switch on them. All right. I keep that switch on me too. All right, you come that way, you're gonna get the holy fire. The holy fire. We call it the holy fire from this side. We're from the south side of heaven. Keep your relationship with God stable. Make sure it's your foundation for everything. When you go into a relationship, make sure it's your foundation. Make sure that y'all praying before you think about doing the oogly googly and having some bedtime sparring. All right, because when you had that bedtime sparring, the girls, you gonna feel good. But for the boys, that clarity gonna hit different. That fatherly love is gonna hit different. That chastising that he give us after getting one, it hit different. So make sure before you do anything in life, check in with God. Make sure your foundation with him is straight before you try to think about doing any external activities. All right. Y'all may not get a few many of these. If you rocks with it, I rocks with you. If you don't rocks with it, I still rocks with you. You feel me? Everybody see things differently. I ain't tripping. But just know I'm blessed. And if you ain't rocking with it, then that's cool. At the end of the day, I'm blessed. You walking around waiting for your time. I know my time here. I just got to get to it. If you want to be able to spend without looking at the price tag, you got to be able to work without looking at the clock, man. I stole that from somebody's podcast. Don't come for me. But I'm going to get up off here. I'm finna go hoop, get my cardio in. Finna go walk. Finna go play with my dog because, she over there crying. But, yeah, man. I'm out, player. No.